Hello, good morning, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, or if you are a returning subscriber, my name is Emmanuel Khan, and in today's video, I want to walk you through my experience with Sendvalu, one of the third-party platforms and apps that we use for arbitrage, or that we hoped to use for arbitrage. All right. Uh, Here is what happened. Some 2 weeks or thereabout ago, I discovered this platform, and straight away I went on to do a transaction with them. And the first transaction, of course, went through. The first transaction went through, and but then again, when I tried three other transactions, when I tried these three transactions, okay, this and this, it didn't go through. This was the only one that went through. All right, if I click on this I information, you would see that it says cancelled. Okay, what actually happened is when I funded the account, when I created the account, there is usually no request uh for KYC. Okay, so you just fund the account from your card, fund the account from your card, then effect the transaction, impute the recipient's details. Thereafter, the money will be credited to the recipient. Excuse me. In my case, when I did my first transaction, the money was credited to the recipient in less than 30 minutes. Less than 20 minutes, what am I even saying? Less than 20 minutes. All right. The recipient got the monies. I sent about 94 US dollars, and I was debited around 44,000 44,400 and something. When the recipient got it, and I sold off. In fact, one of the uniqueness of this third party is that it's independent on another platform. It's a standalone platform. All your transaction revolves in and around this platform. You don't need Binance for anything. You don't need EasyPay. You don't need any other app for anything. It's all in one app. All right. So when I send the money to the recipient, I was debited 4,400 and something, 44,000 for something. The recipient got around 51,000 thereabout. My profit actually was around 6k to 7k. The first transaction, all right, which reflected in less than 15 minutes. Remember, I told you they don't ask for KYC. Okay, so I then went on to do this transaction, this 98, with another of my card. Okay, as soon as I did it, it started processing. Then after that, I went again and did this transaction 309 with another of my card. As soon as I did that, it started processing. Then lastly, I did this transaction, and as soon as I did that too, it started processing. Now usually, because the first one was within less than 15 minutes, I was expecting others to follow suit, but it didn't go as planned. All right, so I was expecting them to get back to me. Day one passed, nothing happened. Day two passed, nothing happened. I had to write them to lay a complaint, of which they now mailed me. Okay, I think they mailed me after 24 hours and requested that I submit some documents, amongst which is AML, anti-money laundering documents, proof of payment slip documents, contracts, work and contract documents, bank statements of account, and one other stuff. I was so perplexed because I don't have AML, I don't have proof of work. And I mailed them and told them that I'm an entrepreneur. I don't receive salary from anywhere. So how do I get payment slip documents? who's going to give me payment slip documents? Then AML, same thing. So I uploaded quite a number of documents, a few that I have. Most were declined. Okay, most were declined. I think I have it here. I don't know where to see that now. I don't know where to see that. Not profile. Okay, this is send, is for when you want to send money out. I'm trying to see if I have those documents that were declined here. No, I don't want to send. So anyways, I uploaded the documents that I had, the bank statement of account, what else did I upload? Identity card, uh, address, and light bill, and all that stuff. Okay, oh no, it's not others. It's not others. Okay, so okay, let me check profile. All right, I think here it is. Here is verifications and documents. All right, action needed. So yes, exactly, this is it. All right, so these were the documents we're asking for. Now this is a carry order. We need one of these identification documents, either of these. Okay, so I uploaded my identity card. On getting here, they say please upload and scan of your proof of address, which I did. And now here they are requesting for work contracts, which I don't have. Here, this was where they requested for the AML. This part here. Okay, this part was where they requested for the AML. Here, this part here was where they requested for AML. Okay, now look at it. So I submitted. There's the form they will send to you on your email, which I got. I filled the form and submitted it, and it was rejected. My driver's license was accepted. This other one, identity card. Okay, my first identity card that I sent was initially rejected because I sent it wrongly. Later, it was accepted. Now the payment slip that I sent was declined. So there was just too many stuff. I couldn't. I don't, since I don't have all the documents that I requested for, and this is over 4 to 5 days. My monies had not been. The recipient hadn't received the credit alert, so my money was definitely stuck since they were requesting for identity documents. So what I quickly did was to email them and told them to cancel all my 3 transactions, that I don't have the document they are requesting for. So while I work at getting those documents, please, I need my transactions cancelled and my funds refunded. I did that email to them, sent it to them, of which they didn't really respond via email. I just checked my email, I think the next 24 or 48 hours, and saw that the transactions had been cancelled. And I saw that the transactions had been cancelled. But when it was cancelled, I still didn't get my money. All right. So after 24 hours, I had to mail them again, asking them about the whereabouts of my funds. I told them that the transaction has been cancelled on my account, but I can't see. I'm still yet to get my funds. I'm unable to access my funds. So what's happening? They now did me a mail. Okay. Okay. I think let me look for that mail so I will just read it along. So this was the email that they sent me. The transaction 1, 2, 3 were cancelled before being processed, before the amount was debited from your bank card. When you made a transfer, the amount was reserved on the bank card, but when you cancel the transfer, the reservation is removed, releasing the money for another use. Please contact your bank to find out when this type of operation, reserve released, is reflected in the bank status of your card, because it can take from 5 to 7 days. Thank you. So I got this mail from them. The next day I hit the bank. I hit the bank card that I used. I went straight to the bank and laid this complaint to the bank. All right, before this, what happened was they sent me another mail requesting that okay, let me get out that mail. It wasn't a mail actually. Yeah, I remember it wasn't a mail actually. It was I went on their Facebook page and I sent them a message on Facebook Messenger. So here's what I sent them. Hello, I canceled my transaction, but I am yet to get the refund. When I getting it? That's a typographical error. How long does it take? Then this was their response. Hello, please write to us from the email you have registered in Sendvalu as a client. As we cannot give transaction information through this channel, it is important when you write to us that you provide the transaction number to be able to help you. All right, so that is that's why you see uh, that's why you see in the previous slide that they sent to me, it was containing three different transaction numbers. All right, so when I got this message from them through Facebook Messenger, I had to go into my Sendvalu account. Yes, and I clicked on this I information and copied the transaction ID. This is it. So for all three of my transactions that were cancelled, I did the same thing, copied their transaction ID and sent to them. All right, I sent it to them. As soon as I did that, the next 24 hours was when they now responded with that email I just showed you, telling me that the money had been sent. The money was reserved in my bank card, so I should go to my bank. Of which the next 24 hours, I went to my bank, laid a complaint. I was asked to submit the date of transaction and the amount, which I did. So the guy checked it out and said, okay, he's going to lodge the complaint now for them to work on it, that it will take between 1 to 5 working days. I said, cool, not a problem, not a problem at all. So I lodged that complaint there, and that was how I left the bank. About 3 days later, the money dropped in my account. I got a message from my bank that the money has been released, and I saw the alert. And that was how I was freed and rescued from Sendvalu Wahala. So here's the take home. Number one thing to do, first of all, if you have the same or you have similar issue, make sure you copy your transaction, the transaction number of the transaction in question, and send to them, asking them to release your funds. This is the transaction ID. Just to follow the example, the format that I showed you. Copy the transaction ID number, send to them, asking them to release your funds. Number one. Then once that is done, you can now go to the bank. Go to your bank and lodge the complaint. They'll ask you for the date and the transaction, no, for the date and amount, okay, and give that to them, and thereafter you wait for a message from them between 1 to 5 working days. But the most important thing is when you're sending a message to Sendvalu, make sure you impute, make sure you write your transaction ID number. It's very key. It's very, very important. All right, so that is what I thought to bring to you. Notice all my students, if you're part of my students who have issues, the same issues with Sendvalu, please follow this format. All right, and I'm sure you're going to get your refund back. All right, till I come your way again next time, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you would always be notified, and hit the notification bell as well so that you will always be notified when I upload new content about how to make money daily, how to earn in dollars, and everything that borders around that. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye for now.